Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to go over the French alphabet, which you'll find particularly useful to know should you ever need to spell your name or your address or any word for that matter. And so to do this, I will first recite the alphabet, then I will recite it again, introducing a word starting with each of the letters, and then we'll go over it a third time, and this time I will be talking to you about the pronunciation of some of the words. Okay? So let's get started. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Lui, c'est qui? Comment il s'appelle? M.
O.
Lui, c'est le O.
Q.
Le Q.
Aya.
Ayla?
No.
So that's A comme avion, B comme ballon, C comme crayon, D comme dimanche, E comme escargot, F comme famille, G comme gâteau, H comme hiver, I comme image, J comme jeudi, K comme kiwi, L comme lundi, M comme maison, N comme novembre, O comme orange, P comme parent, Q comme question, R comme rue, S comme sœur, T comme train, U comme université, V comme voiture, W comme wagon, X comme xylophone, Y comme yo-yo, Z comme zèbre. So to start with, we had A comme avion, B comme ballon, and C comme crayon. Those three words, avion, ballon, and crayon, have something in common. They all end in O-N, which in French makes the vowel sound n. This sound doesn't exist in English, so just so you know, the way it's pronounced is pretty much like the sound O, but instead it is nasal. So what that means is when you say O, some air flows out, whereas when you say your lips are still rounded, but no air actually comes out. Instead it comes through the nose. Avion, ballon, crayon. Okay? Then we had D comme dimanche. The A-N in dimanche is pronounced the same as the A-N in the English word restaurant. En. And CH in French is pronounced like SH in English. Sh and not ch. Sh. Dimanche. Not dimanche. Okay? Then we had E comme escargot, and escargot actually ends in the letter T, but that letter is silent. Very often in French, in fact, most of the time in French, you'll find that if the final letter is a consonant, it's silent. It's not all the time, but most of the time. So, escargot, not escargot. Then the word gâteau has a circumflex over the A, but that doesn't affect pronunciation at all. The A is still pronounced A. Gâteau. And E, A, U, when those letters occur together in French, they're pronounced the same as the letter O. So, gâteau. Gâteau. Then we have H comme hiver. The H is silent in French unless it is preceded by the letter C, as we've talked about before. CH is pronounced sh in French, but if the H occurs alone, either at the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word, then it's silent. Then we have I comme image. The G in image is pronounced as if it were J, image, not imag. As you know, in English, when the letter E follows a G, then it is pronounced G. But in French, if the letter that follows G is an E, then it's always pronounced J. We also have L comme lundi, L comme lundi. The letters U and N, when they occur together in French, are often pronounced un. Un. So they make a new vowel sound. Un. This is the case unless the letter that follows U and N is a vowel or another N, in which case U and N would be pronounced separately. But if U and N are followed by a consonant other than another N, then it's pronounced un. M comme maison, M comme maison. A and I in French make a vowel sound as well, and that is like an E with an acute accent. So, et, maison. M comme maison. Q comme question, Q comme question. I just wanted to point out that after Q in French, unless the Q is the last letter of a word, you would always find the letter U, but that letter is actually silent. So in English, you would actually pronounce it because the U would kind of like as a W, kind of like act as a W, I meant to say. Question, but in French it's completely silent. Question. Question. R comme rue. R comme rue. Now, a very common question amongst French learners is how on earth do you pronounce that R? Well, the French R comes from the throat and it is pronounced as if you were gargling, but without water. The tip of your tongue needs to rest against your bottom front teeth and the back of your tongue needs to be slightly rounded. Rue. Okay, repeat. Rue. So remember, it's as if you were gargling and your tongue needs to be against your bottom teeth. Rue. Rue. T comme train. T comme train. And here's the R again. Train. A-I-N in French is often pronounced un. Un. Unless it is followed by another N or a vowel, in which case AI would act as a vowel, which is E, as we talked about previously, and then N and whatever follows it would be pronounced separate. Okay? Don't worry, this will all get easier and make sense with practice, and as you get to know words, you will learn the new words along with their pronunciation anyway, so it sounds way more complicated than it actually will be as you expand your vocabulary. I hope I'm not deterring you from learning French if you're a beginner, but I promise it does get easier as you practice. We also had V comme voiture, V comme voiture, and this is again another word you can use to practice your French R, V comme voiture. And what I want to point out here is that O and I in French, when they occur together, make the vowel sound wa. So similar to WA in English, wa, voiture. And we also have W comme wagon, W comme wagon. So in this word we also have the ON we talked about at the beginning, which is pronounced n. It's a nasal sound similar to O but nasal, so n. But what I really want to draw your attention to here is that W is actually pronounced as if it were a V in French. And in fact, the letter W is very rare in French. I believe it's only found in loan words, so words that were borrowed from other languages. I don't actually think you will find W in like true French words, if there is such a thing. Wagon and not wagon, or wagon as it would be in English. And that's actually probably why the letter is called technically double V and not double U, W, because we pronounce it as a V. Right, so now we've talked a bit about the pronunciation of some of the words. Let's go through the alphabet one last time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So this is it for me today. I hope you found this lesson useful and I'll see you next time. Bye!